Welcome back, times and newcomers alike, to 9 persons, 9 hours, 9 doors. Last episode we finished this room and witnessed a very emotional scene about Santa and his sister. It was very shocking and out of nowhere. In this episode, we continue on, one room, till the safe ending. Santa's voice echoed across the room from above them. They nodded and followed him quickly up the stairs. Ace was waiting for them at the top. He was leaning against the handrail. He looked very tired. The door had shut, but it wasn't cause for concern. Junpei quickly solved the disc puzzle a second time, and the door opened once again. In single file, they walked through. After walking for nearly 15 feet, they found themselves in front of a metal door. It opened easily enough, and they passed through it as well. A new room stretched out before them.
Is this a warehouse?
No, I believe this is the cargo room. This must be where they store all this vessel's freight.
There are wooden crates everywhere. I wonder how old they are.
Junpei, Ace, and June had stopped unconsciously, pausing to take in their new surroundings. Santa's voice broke through their momentary trance.
Well, we ought to start finding the exit, right? Let's get going!
So we shall. Final room! Before the safe ending. Aw, yeah, I'm super excited. Let's get this done quickly, shall we? Although I don't remember this room being very hard. It's still, like, I want to get it done quickly because it's the only one before the safe ending. So let's see here. What do we got?
These crates are a little smaller than the others.
They look like they're the children of the other crates.
Junpei, that sounds like some sort of fairy tale.
Really? I don't know, man. You ever think about how crates would reproduce? Doesn't sound like a fairy tale to me.
Alright, give me that bag.
There are a bunch of bags there. I wonder what's in them.
Card with a headshot of the ninth man? Okay.
What's that?
It's a card. It has a headshot on it.
A headshot?
Yeah. Not really sure what purpose it could possibly serve.
Yes, this room is very easy. The only hard part is finding all the headshots, I believe.
This is the only area with a fence around it.
Junpei, think you could go take a look at that?
Sorry, but no thanks.
Why?
I've, got a bad feeling about it.
Pussy. Okay, fine. I'll go.
Please be careful, Santa.
Yeah, but just in case.
Wait, what's he going to do with that screw? I don't see what throwing a screw at a fence is. Holy crap!
This... Oh, man.
There's electricity running through that fence.
Looks like it.
Then we can't get to the other side.
Well, we could jump off those crates, but we wouldn't be able to get back up.
I think we can get over the fence by jumping on those crates.
What are you saying, Jumpy? There's a huge electric current flowing through that fence. If you do that, you won't be able to get back.
Well, if I can move some of those crates over there.
Are you even sure you can move them? What if they weigh too much? Then what are you gonna do?
Oh. Yeah. I hadn't thought of that.
Oh, I remember the puzzle in this room. It's really annoying. Well, this should be interesting. Got Seven's headshot. Okay.
It's locked. We need the keys.
All the boxes have numbers on them. Do they? Oh?
Ace bent down and picked up something that had been sitting next to the box.
Junpei, take a look at this.
Cards.
Got Lotus. Alright. What else is over here? Got Snake. And got Clover. What's in here? Ace! Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Missing 3. Cool. Alright. Any, like, bags I missed over here, perchance? Yes. There's Santa. What about this? I got that bag already. Okay, so we need 2 more.
These stairs, they go up 3 stories.
What are you waiting for, Junpei? Whatever, I'm going.
Okay, up we go. What's this?
The monitor's off.
I've got a green switch here, and a red one, and some kind of lever. None of them seem to do anything, though.
Maybe the power's off.
Yeah, maybe. There's a single green light on the bottom, though.
That means...
What does it mean? Let's see.
Well, there's 6 holes here. They look like jacks for a headphone cable.
jacks, huh? Then maybe if we put something in them.
Yeah, something might happen.
Yeah, okay. I think we need to fill those boxes down there with our cards. So, what about this?
This is the only door here, except for the one we just came in through.
Then this is the exit.
No shit, Sherlock. Of course it's locked.
Is it an electric lock?
No, just a keyhole, right under the doorknob.
So to open this door, you gotta find the key that fits that keyhole.
Yeah.
Indeed. Alright, gotta find a key that fits into that hole. So we shall.
I don't know what's in these barrels. Judging by their weight, perhaps a liquid of some sort.
Okay. What about this door? Oh, we already came through it. Okay, boxes. Aha! That's what we needed. Both June's and mine, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's everybody. Sweet. That was easy. Let's do this. They had finally collected all 9 picture cards. Finally, it only took me like 5 minutes. All that remained was to insert the cards into the slots at the front of each box. Junpei stared at the cards in his hands. Ace peered over his shoulder at them.
You know which card goes in which box, yes?
If you haven't been paying attention. Junpei gave him a look.
Yeah. Of course I do. It's really obvious. You just match our numbers to the numbers on the boxes. So, for instance, the card with a picture of Ace on it goes into box 1. The card with a picture of Snake on it goes into box 2, and so on.
I see.
Junpei thought he might have imagined it, but he could have sworn Ace stiffened. Just then. Junpei heard a noise. He spun around just in time to see June collapse in front of the fence.
June! Are you okay?
Stop fighting, girl! She did not respond. Junpei spun back around to face Ace.
I'm sorry, I gotta go check on her. You do the box thing, alright? Just put the cards in the boxes. I'm counting on you.
He shoved the cards into Ace's hands and ran off towards June.
Are you alright? What happened?
Junpei called out to her as he ran. As he arrived, June was climbing to her feet with Santa's help.
I'm sorry. I'm fine. I just tripped.
Don't give me that! Now's not the time!
But it's true. I tripped over a box.
Junpei put his palm on her forehead. Her temperature was much the same as it had been the last time he'd checked. She wasn't hot like she'd been before, but she was still warm. Her fever wasn't completely gone.
I saw her fall. I think she really did just trip on something, you know?
Junpei would have been more willing to agree if June hadn't needed quite so much help standing up.
Still, to fall down like that. I think she's probably still a little messed up.
June was doing her best to busy herself brushing dust off her dress. Her smile looked a little embarrassed, and her face was a bit flushed. But she did look a great deal better than she had. Still.
Alright, well, Let's get out of here as fast as we can so we can get you to a hospital.
Oh, I don't think it's anything that serious. I just need a little medicine and some sleep, and I'll be fine.
Medicine. Medicine, huh? Well, if we could get in touch with anyone outside, I'll bet Ace could swing that for you easy.
Ace? Why?
Huh? Don't you know? He's the president of a pharmaceutical company. Cradle Pharmaceutical is the name, I think. Their flagship product is an anesthetic drug called Soparil.
Soparil.
Junpei couldn't shake the feeling that he'd heard about Soparil before. Santa continued.
Soparil.
Soparil is an anesthetic that is gaseous at room temperature, similar to nitrous oxide. It takes only a few seconds to spread, and even a small amount is very effective. For those reasons, it found widespread acceptance with police and military forces in numerous countries. It was an effective crowd suppressant and room clearer, and it's practical, ethical, and humane. Developed 6 years prior, it was made from the extracts of several different roots. It became popular almost as soon as it was made public, with many governments placing large orders. Demand for Soparil skyrocketed, and as it did, so did the stock of Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Why do you know all this?
Santa's information was interesting, but Junpei couldn't help but feel a little suspicious. Santa's reply was blunt and simple.
I heard it from the old man himself.
From Ace? When?
By the number 4 door at the central stairway. When we were searching the second-class room. Remember how Snake, 7, and you went to door 5? I asked him what he did for a living, and he said he ran his own company. After that, we just started talking, and I guess it just came up, you know?
Are you worried about something?
No, nothing.
As he spoke, Junpei looked over toward Ace. He seemed to be having difficulty with the 9 boxes.
What the hell is he doing?
He turned back to June and Santa.
June, don't push yourself, alright?
Yes.
Santa, could you take care of her?
Sure.
He gave them both a short nod, then turned and headed toward Ace.
What are you doing?
Ace's back was to him as Junpei approached. The older man turned around to look at him. His face was pale and covered in sweat.
What happened?
Nothing. My vision has gotten rather blurry. I think perhaps of fatigue. I can't see very well at the moment.
What can you see well?
These pictures.
Ace held the cards out to Junpei, splayed out in the shape of a fan.
I don't care to admit it, but I may be developing presbyopia. Growing old is a difficult thing.
He made the best attempt he could at a self-deprecating smile, but his face was flushed and his lips were pale and drawn.
At any rate, I'll leave the rest to you. I'm feeling awful tired, so if you don't mind, I'd like to rest for a bit.
He shoved the cards into Junpei's hand and walked quickly away. Junpei looked at him quizzically. How could simply looking at cards have tired him out? Junpei looked down at the cards in his hands. All of the pictures were quite clear, and each person easily recognizable. Was Ace's vision truly so bad? But if it wasn't, what had made him so uncomfortable? That was when Junpei remembered what he'd heard from Lotus much earlier.
Well, put simply, it means a condition where the mind can't distinguish between human faces. In other words, my face would look the same as Clover's, nor even yours, so they can't recognize faces, which is how most people recognize each other. That means that people with prosopagnosia have trouble recognizing even people they're close to.
Maybe he's got prosopagnosia.
Junpei took another look at Ace. He sat at the base of the stairs, looking quite depressed. It was reasonable, of course, that he'd feel that way. If he really did have prosopagnosia, there was no doubt that it was a depressing and painful experience. Still, Junpei didn't feel like patting him on the shoulder and telling him everything would be alright would help that much. Still, Junpei felt perhaps it was best he keep Ace's condition to himself, at least for the time being.
Oh well.
Doing his best to clear his mind for the task at hand, he turned back toward the boxes. It was time to solve the puzzle of the 9 boxes. So it was. The 9 cards with pictures, and 9 boxes. Junpei stared at them for a moment and then began. Ace's card went into box number 1. Then Snake's went into box number 2. Then Santa's card into 3, Clover's card into box 4, Junpei's card into box 5, June card's into box 6, Seven's card into box 7, Lotus card into box 8. And finally, the 9th man's card went into box number 9. As soon as he'd inserted all the cards, all 9 box lids popped open at once. He peered inside. In each box was a single pin. They looked a little like sewing pins, but much thicker. Junpei collected them all quickly and shoved them into his pocket. Ah, yes. Know what to do with these. Away we go. Doop-a-doo-doo, doop-a-doo-doo. Up the stairs and to this thing.
There are 6 holes here. And it looks like the pins I just found would be a perfect fit for them.
The ones you found in the 9 boxes, right? Well, why don't you try it?
Alright, let's see what happens. I think 2, 4, and 6 should go here on the top part, and 3, 5, and 7 on the bottom part.
Well, some of them lit up.
Yeah, 3 and 6. I wonder if there's some kind of rule that determines which lights go on.
Well, I put the 2, 4, and 6 pins on the top part, and the 3, 5, and 7 pins on the bottom.
You think maybe it's the digital root?
The digital root?
2 plus 4 plus 6 equals 12. The digital root of 12 is 3. Therefore, light 3 turns on. 3 plus 5 plus 7 equals 15. The digital root of 15 is 6. Therefore, light 6 turns on. Makes sense, right?
I see. The lights that match the digital root of the pins inserted on the top and lower parts will light up. So that's how it works.
Well, there's one other thing I'd like to check.
Well, if he wants to try, he's certainly welcome to. So, he put the 1, 2, and 3 pins on the top and the 6, 7, and 8 pins on the bottom. Oh.
They turned off.
6 plus 7 plus 8 equals 21. The digital root of 21 is 3. Therefore, light 3 turns on. 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6. The digital root of 6 is 6. Therefore, light 6 turns on.
Oh, I get it now. If the digital root for the pins you insert is the same as the number of the lights that are lit, those lights turn off.
Yeah, looks like that's the trick. Alright, now we know how it works. Want to give it a try?
Wait, you mean you know what we're supposed to do with these lights?
Well, no. But I figure we can try to see if we can turn them all on, you know? I figure something's gonna happen if we can manage that.
Turn on the lights, huh?
Okay, Junpei, let's make sure we know how this works, alright? Pick one of the 6 holes. Then pick one of the pins in your hand and insert it into the hole. Keep it up until all 6 of the holes are filled. Once all the holes are filled, the lights with the numbers that correspond to the digital roots of the pins in the upper and lower parts will turn on. However, if a digital root corresponds to a light that's already on, that light will be turned off. The goal is to turn on all the lights.
Alright, let's do it.
Okay, I remember this puzzle being really annoying, so I hope I can figure it out. Let's see. Oh, God, that puzzle sucks. Like, it gave me an F. Look, it gave me an F for the puzzle. No, I'm just kidding. That's not even really a grade. But, yeah, I did cheat on that. I don't give a crap because that would have taken me ages otherwise. Like, I understood the concept. It was just, it really sucked. I hate that puzzle, and there was too much math involved for my poor little brain to take. So anyways, the lights are on, the shutters open up.
Hey, does that mean...
Yeah, we gotta do it again.
Ah!
Man, and I thought I was doing so well.
Alright, here we go.
Okay, so we've got 9 holes. And there's an F up above them.
I don't know what the F means, but I do know one thing.
What's that?
This time, there's 9 holes. So we need to insert 9 pins.
Man, that's boring.
Well, why don't you just try it, alright?
Seriously, all these freaking tedious puzzles. So we have to make 15 all the way down, apparently. So let's see how we can do that. 7. And then 9, 4, 2, right? 4, 9, 2. There we go. I don't know why that didn't work before. I totally had it right. Like, we had to get them all horizontally for some reason. Vertically didn't count. There we go. All pins inserted and lights lit.
We did it. The power's on now.
It looks like there's electricity going to the monitor on the top now. Alright, let's see if we can activate the device on the top.
Alright, cool. All the numbered lights are lit.
A green button, a red button, and a lever. I wonder what these do.
I think this might help.
What the hell is this? Where did he find this?
What is that? Where'd you find that?
I found it when you were messing around with the pinholes. It looks like the instructions for this thing. According to what it says here, this thing's a remote control for that.
That?
Yeah, that.
What's he pointing? Oh.
The machine over there. Apparently it's called the Pushmaster 5000.
Are you serious? Whatever. So, what are we supposed to do with the Pushmaster 5000?
You see the coffin over on top of the crates?
Yeah.
Don't you want to know what the deal is with it?
I do.
You want to check it out?
Yeah.
Alright, how do you think we're gonna get there?
Well, there was some crates on the right side of the fence that someone piled up like stairs. Maybe we make a path to the coffin from there.
How would we do that?
Line up the crates, I guess.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I guess it's just another one of Zero's puzzles.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's give it a shot. Oh, looks like the Pushmaster 5000 runs off a battery. So, to keep it from using energy too fast, it's been programmed so that it'll only start moving once its path has been completely programmed in.
Alright. I'll keep that in mind.
New material's been added to the file screen. Man, they're really making me work for this safe ending, aren't they? The monitor shows the top-down view of the area where we can move the machine. Once I want to send my orders to the Pushmaster 5000, I just pull the lever.
Alright, let's give this a try.
Sure thing. Just keep in mind that there is a limit on the battery, alright? The battery dies after 50 moves. At least that's what it says in the manual.
50 moves, huh?
Also, keep in mind that the Pushmaster 5000 can't move the heavy metal crates, okay?
Got it.
Instructions for operation. When a square adjacent to the Pushmaster is touched, the Pushmaster will move to that square. If there is a crate in the way, the Pushmaster will push up to a single crate. Move the crates appropriately and efficiently to fill the yellow areas. So we shall. Alright, let's see here. I remember this puzzle being a pain in the butt, so... I'm getting it anyways, I can say. Alright, whoops. I know how it starts. That's all I can say here. Don't move that up. That would have been the death of us. I'm still probably gonna lose here. I can see it already. Okay, so we move this. Ooh, no, this is it. We've won. Yes, finally! Woo! That's it. Finally, this freaking room is done.
Okay, I'm done putting in the program. What do I do next?
Just be quiet and watch. See? It's moving already.
Yes. Freaking Pushmaster with your crappy battery. Take that. Awesome, the Pushmaster 5000 did what I told it to and lined up all the crates.
Great, now we can reach the coffin. We just need to climb those crates over by the fence.
So we shall. I'm so glad we're done with the puzzles in this room. Good lord. Alright, over we go. This room sucks! This is the hardest room yet. Up we go. Coffin. Coffin! They walked slowly past the row of crates until they came to the coffin. They stopped and nodded to one another, and Junpei put his hand on the lid of the coffin.
Mommy! Just kidding.
He smirked heartily at his own joke. Junpei grumbled and shook his head.
Whatever, just open it.
Junpei resisted the urge to remind Santa that we would have to open a long time ago if Santa hadn't interrupted, and quickly threw off the lid to the coffin. Junpei resisted the urge to remind Santa that he would have had to open it a long time ago if Junpei resisted the urge... Junpei resisted the urge to remind Santa that he would have had it open a long time ago if Santa hadn't interrupted, and quickly threw out the lid to the coffin. He peered inside. Contrary to what they'd expected, the inside of the coffin was quite large. It was mostly empty, but not completely so. Laying on the bottom was a rusty key, and next to the key...
It's a gun.
Yeah. A revolver.
It looks pretty old.
I wonder if this is a replica.
Junpei reached down slowly and cautiously, picking up the revolver. In his hand, it felt heavy. He checked the cylinder. There were 6 bullets. He had never seen a real gun or even a real bullet before. He couldn't tell if these were real or not. The barrel was rifled, and nothing seemed to be blocking it. As Ace had said, the gun was a very old one. However, it appeared to have been well maintained. If it was a real gun, Junpei would have thought it would most likely function perfectly. If it was real, holding the gun made Junpei feel unpleasant. Carefully, he placed it back in the coffin.
You're not gonna take it?
Of course not. All something like this is gonna do is cause more trouble. It's a powerful weapon that gives one person a huge advantage. Something like that would be way too dangerous to have around. We're in enough danger already.
Yeah. I suppose you're right.
Maybe Zero put this gun here hoping that something like that might happen. In other words, maybe he put it here to make us fight each other.
In that case, we should most certainly leave it here. I, for one, have no desire to let Zero control me.
The others nodded. They had no desire to be under Zero's control either.
Okay, we've got that figured out. But you aren't gonna leave that key, are you?
Yeah, of course I'm not.
Junpei picked up the rusty key and slid the top of the coffin back into place, the gun back where they had found it. Rusty key! Alright, let's get out of here, shall we? Alrighty then. Where's that freaking door? I think it's up here, right? Let's just put this key in here, and yes! Sounds like that did it.
Yay! Looks like it's open, Jumpy.
I see. This key should open this door.